every business has a ton of different stakeholders that it needs to communicate with. So from an internal perspective, I like to look at community as a way of building brand love from the inside out. From an external marketing perspective, it allows you to take what your customers already love about you, amplify it, and get that message out so that they can influence other people that they know who may end up loving what you're doing just as much as your current customers. So that allows for a very powerful dynamic in terms of the marketing space of being able to leverage your employees who are there every single day to be supporting and driving the company forward, as well as externally communicating with your customers, your partners, your stakeholders, and all the folks that you do business with on a regular basis. To take that a little bit further, the way that we like to look at community in terms of how it adds value to marketing is really thinking about going beyond just social media, beyond forums, beyond just, tweeting or Facebooking or Instagramming or Snapchatting, but really what individuals and what groups of people, what communities that have a common purpose and goal really make sense for your business to align yourself with. That could be anything from social good, where you have a cause that you guys are very passionate about, that you've seen as something that not only your employees, but your customers are very intrigued by, and it really compels them. You see that working with companies like Tom's, which I'm actually wearing right now, where they've baked in the whole 2-for-1, like the give back program, straight into all of their branding, all of their community work, and it's really helped them drive their revenue numbers while still being a marketing initiative. Other things that we think about when we think about how community adds value to marketing, a lot of times your customers are kind of dispersed, right? And so when you can leverage the power of the crowd and bring them together, whether that's in live events and using live events as a touch point, whether that's in retail locations to be able to aggregate them, there's really sort of a compelling sort of reason to use community both online and in person to be able to manage those bodies of people that you're already engaging with. Couple benefits to doing that is going to be that you're going to be able to do market research and validation much easier, faster, and less expensive. You're going to be able to mine for trends and insights. I'm a big proponent of social listening and looking for the topics and the trends that are more discovery driven. So you're really looking at it from the perspective of what do you not know? So we first talked about validation as one of the ways, market research and validating things that you already know or hypothesis that you have. But one of the areas that's really underutilized is the discovery methodology of how do you look for things that your communities, your customers, your employees are talking about, and influencers that you find to be relevant, as well as competitors, and maybe even competitors that you don't even know that you have, whether they're younger companies that are coming up on your tail, or whether they're existing larger companies that are reinventing themselves and bringing themselves into your space. So social listening is part of a community effort to see what are people talking about, content, topics, categories, really kind of gives robust information. And this is both B2B and B2C.